Good afternoon, Lake Travis Middle School Knights. This presentation will give you information to help you successfully fill out your course selection sheets for next year's classes. Remember, in middle school, you are required to take all 3 years of your 4 core classes: math, language arts, science, and social studies. Whether or not you choose to take pre-AP or an on-level course is up to you and your parents. In addition, you need 2 years of athletics, PE, or dance, 1 year of a fine arts class, and 1 technology course. Just like this year, you'll have a 7-period day with 48-minute classes, made up of your 4 core classes, plus PE or athletics, and 2 electives of your choice. If you're an 8th grader and you choose not to take PE or athletics during your 8th grade year, because you had them in 6th and 7th grade, you will have a 3rd electives choice. You have some choices for your physical education. You can participate in athletics, take a PE class, or apply for a PE waiver if you participate extensively in a qualifying sport outside of school hours. As far as fine arts is concerned, if you choose to take more than 1 fine arts class, you must be in a music class as well. Remember, not all students will receive their top 2 choices, as space for some classes is limited. Remember to look over your electives choice sheets on your course sheet carefully. 8th graders have additional opportunities to work as office and library aides, but these choices must be requested by writing them into your course sheet by hand. 8th graders can also take Spanish, Team Leadership, and Gateway to Technology 1 and 2 for high school credit. 7th graders may also take Gateway to Technology 1. Starting in 7th grade, students can participate in athletics. 7 different sports are offered for both boys and girls, the only difference being that boys play football and girls play volleyball. You do not have to be actually enrolled in the athletics period for the following sports: cross country, golf, tennis, or soccer. Students who are identified for the gifted program may also take a project-based learning class called Discovery. One of your elective choices in 7th and 8th grade is our Gateway to Technology course, Part 1 and Part 2. This is part of our Project Lead the Way program through Lake Travis High School and can earn you high school credit. It is a project-based pre-engineering course based on design, modeling, automation, and robotics. You can take GTT-1 in 7th grade and GTT-1 or 2 in 8th grade. Attention current 6th graders. Are you thinking about joining band in 7th grade? Stay after school today, Wednesday, January 11th, and try out the instruments in the band hall. During your 6th period class today, your teacher will be passing out choice sheets. Future 7th graders will be receiving green sheets. Future 8th graders will be receiving blue sheets. If you lose your page, you need to pick up a colored page in the front office. Please do not make a copy of a friend's. Please be sure to fill out all of the parts of these sheets and have your parents sign them. Here are some important tips, some do's and don'ts for successfully filling out your course selection sheets from our school registrar. Over to you, Mrs. Jones.
Hi, how exciting! You're signing up for 7th grade next year. Please look at the do sheet and take note that all lines are filled in, first and last name, student ID, etc. in the top section. Down on the required academic courses, please be sure that you check 1 blank per box. 1 for language arts, 1 for math, 1 for science, and 1 for social studies. In the math section, please be sure that if you check Pre-AP Math 7 or Pre-AP Algebra, that you have had Pre-AP 6th grade math. Down in the category for physical education, please check only 1 box. In the last section of elective options, please be sure to read the instructions and label 1 through 6 your choices of what you want. Please do list all 6 so if something is filled up already, we'll know what your alternate choice is. And the very last, most important part, please be sure both you and your parent or guardian have signed your name and their name down at the bottom with the date. This is exciting. Thank you. Hi, welcome to your 8th grade year, your last year of middle school. It's such an exciting time. On your course selection sheet, please be sure you put your first and last name as well as your student ID. Down in the section of required academic courses, please indicate 1 class choice per course subject. In the area of mathematics, if you are going to take pre-AP algebra or geometry, you must have had pre-AP 7th grade math. In the elective options, please read the instructions very carefully. Do not indicate your choices by putting an X. Please use the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, etc. Down at the bottom, please be sure both your parent and you sign and date and return in a timely fashion. Thank you.
Once the submission date for your course selection sheets has passed, we will not take any schedule changes due to changes of mind. The reason for this is that student requests actually drive the scheduling process. It tells us how many sections of each class we need to build into the master schedule. Once that's done and teachers are allocated, we cannot add extra sections. And so students need to choose what they'd like the first time around. We cannot change just based on the fact that you changed your mind. The only reason we would make a schedule change is if there was some kind of error on our part, or a student was not doing well in a pre-AP class and wanted to move down, or was doing really well in an on-level class and wanted to move up to a pre-AP class in the first 9 weeks of school. There are no single semester courses in middle school, so no mid-year schedule changes will be approved. Thank you for understanding. Pre-AP middle school courses are designed to prepare students for high school pre-AP and AP courses. AP courses are college-level courses taught in the high school setting. At the end of each AP course, an AP exam is given. Qualifying scores on the AP exams can enable students to receive college credit and/or advanced standing at a university or college. You may be asking yourself, is pre-AP right for me? Enrollment in pre-advanced placement coursework is open to any student interested in a challenging and rigorous curriculum. Guidelines to determine if pre-AP is right for you have been included under each pre-AP course listing in the course catalog. Please be sure to read those with your parents before choosing an AP course. Also, students who experience success in pre-AP courses typically exhibit the following personal and academic characteristics. Personal characteristics: excellent study and organizational skills, a strong sense of responsibility, an ability to become an independent learner, and reading on or above grade level. Academic characteristics: a grade of 85 or higher in a related academic content area course. Scores are at or close to the advanced level on the most recent STAR assessment that closely relates to the pre-AP course being considered. Students must maintain a passing average in order to remain in a pre-AP course. Students who are failing after 6 weeks will be placed on a probationary contract and parent contact will be made. Student performance will be reassessed at the 9-week grading period, and those students still failing may be removed from the pre-AP course. In 7th grade, students will take the reading, math, and writing STAR tests. In 8th grade, students will take the reading, math, science, and social studies tests. Students in 8th grade must pass the reading and the math portions of the STAR exam in order to be promoted to 9th grade and move on to high school. Students not passing the first administration of the 8th grade reading and math exams will be given a second opportunity before the end of the school year. Nurse Becca would like me to remind everyone that shots before school is the rule. That means you have to have all of your shots that are required by the state of Texas prior to the first day of school, which means that if your shots are not up to date and proof of that is not given to the nurse before the first day of school, you won't be able to start classes. So please make sure that you get all shot record updates into Nurse Becca before the first day of school. If you happen to bring a shot record along with a physical for the coaches, you need to turn the shot records into the nurse. You can make a copy for the coaches, but all of that needs to be in the nurse's file. You'll be receiving your course selection sheet to take home with you during your 6th period class today. You will notice that you have a specific colored copy for each grade level. Please make sure to get a new one in the front office if you lose this. Please don't make a copy of a friend's. We must have the original colored copies turned into the office or into the counselor's office by Friday, January 20th. We also have a parent meeting at the old Lake Travis Middle School, now the Lake Travis High School Annex Recital Hall, 6:30 p.m. on January 18th. Both middle school principals will be presenting to parents about your course choices. Again, your sheet is due back to the office or the counseling office by Friday, January 20th. We will not be giving out paper copies of the course catalog this year, but you will be able to access the course catalog from the Lake Travis Middle School website. Thank you for listening and for thoughtfully planning your course selections for next year.